Hello and welcome to our special program on the two sessions, one of the most important annual events on China's political calendar. I'm On Qi at CNC headquarters in Beijing. With me in the studio is our current affairs commentator, Dr. Gao Zhikai, and also Vice President of Center for China and Globalization. Welcome, Dr. Gao.
Thank you very much for having me.
Today is especially a red letter day because the country's newly elected president participated in a ritual that never happened before. That is, taking an oath to uphold the country's constitution when assuming office. Here is a look.
Please take the oath. I swear that I will be faithful to the Constitution of the People's Republic of China, defend its authority, perform statutory duties and responsibilities, be loyal to the country and the people, be committed and honest when performing duties, accept the people's supervision, and work hard to help build a great, modern, socialist country that is prosperous, strong, democratic, culturally advanced, harmonious, and beautiful. Xi Jinping.
Well, we'll be discussing what message the ceremony is trying to convey. But first, let's cross over to CNC correspondent Liliana Worth, who has been witnessing it all this morning. Hi, Lily. Can you tell us your impression of this oath-taking ceremony?
Thank you, Yang. Well, as you said, it is indeed a significant event in the history of the two sessions. It's the first time there's been an oath-taking ceremony as part of the event. And being inside, you could really sense just how much of a momentous occasion it was. There was much pomp and ceremony with music and a lot of applause, of course, with a strong sense of anticipation. And as Xi Jinping took the stage, there was a flutter of camera shutters as the journalists all vied to get that perfect picture of that key moment. So very exciting.
Well, did you get any feedback on the ceremony from people you've been talking to?
Well, of course, there was a lot of general interest as to what the oath-taking ceremony on the Constitution will mean for China's future. But talking to delegates here, many said that they were very proud to be part of the event and to witness history in the making. But talking to journalists, particularly foreign ones, many said that they could tell it was a very momentous occasion from the mood. There's, of course, the music and also a soldier parade beforehand. And also the fact that there were many more journalists today here than on other days. So something really rather special.
Well, thank you, Lily. So, Dr. Gao, actually the oath-taking ceremony is not new for people working for a public office in China. The government has been encouraging it since 2016. But it is a first. A, it went down into the Constitution. B, it's participated by the country's top leader at such an important event. So, what do you think the message they're trying to convey?
I think the oath-taking ceremony today is unprecedented and is a very important milestone political event in China. It demonstrates the highest level of importance attached to the Chinese constitution. It rededicates by the leaders again to serving the country, defending the constitution and keeping themselves clean and responsible for their services. And such oath-taking ceremony is not just for the ceremony themselves. It is really both ceremonial as well as substantive, both symbolic as well as substantive. It really is meant to be seen and witnessed and experienced, not only by people around physically in the place where the ceremony took place, but to the whole nation. Everyone in China is watching. Everyone is a witness to the importance of the ceremony, importance of the Constitution, and importance of the dedication and recommitment of these leaders to the cause they are serving. It's a milestone. We are so proud of the ceremony.
It's not only a first time during the two sessions in the past year, it's also the first time ever 40 years on since China's reform and opening up policy.
Yes, indeed. I would say that such oath-taking ceremonies in many countries are mandatory, and it happens every time when a new leader takes office. In China, it's gradually becoming more and more important, but today is very extraordinary and very special because the oath-taking ceremony is performed by the top leader of China, President Xi Jinping himself, in front of the people around him, but more importantly in front of the whole nation and in front of the whole world. So this really creates a precedent, and I believe leaders going forward in China for the future occasions will do the same thing again and again, and it becomes a tradition in China. People will expect that every leader becoming a leader, taking office, need to go through the ceremony, need to pledge their loyalty to the Chinese Constitution and defending the Constitution.
What about your personal experience? I know you've been traveling the world, and you, as a common Chinese citizen yourself, do you have any example to say that China is on the right path to improve the legal structure, legal practice?
Absolutely. I think the taste of the pudding is in eating it. Now we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of the opening to the outside world and reform in China. So I think China, probably among all the other countries, is in the best position to sum up what has happened over the past 40 years, what is the reason behind the tremendous amount of transformation in China. We are now the second largest economy in the world, and China is still on the path of more growth, greater growth, more innovation, more creativity, you name it. So I think it is time for China to size up its experience, to look back into the past, but more importantly, look forward into the future. And in this whole process, rule of law is a must. We need to build rule of law with Chinese characteristics. China is different from all the other countries. China has very special opportunities and challenges, but rule of law is the cardinal thing. And in this whole framework, the Chinese Constitution comes out at the very top. That's the importance and the significance of the oath-taking ceremony today, performed by the Chinese leader, pledging allegiance to the Chinese Constitution.
Well, thank you, Dr. Gao, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Hope to see you more in the future.
Thank you.
And that wraps up our discussion today. Stay with CNC for the many more important topics on China's ongoing legislative session.